Do we have
What episode
questions?
is this? 129?
29.
When the kids are counting sheep, when the kids go to sleep, dreams and memories. When the kids go to
Back
sleep.
to the Shay and Colette When the Kids Go to Sleep podcast. We should.
That should be our new jingle.
We
Ow!
need a jingle.
I'm so sore on my shoulders. Don't.
Who will write us a new jingle? We hope that new jingle will go right here.
Stop touching
Is that
me.
lame? Oh
Got it.
my god.
Dead on. I got it. Sorry, guys. Just a little nip pinch real quick. Hi, babe.
That was the bet you got. Oh my.
I'm professional. It's that TRIXIN shirt. You can see right through it.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I feel like my nipple's a half-inch longer. It's like Laffy Taffy. You
I have to have
pulled
some
it.
defense against you. You are strong. Shay's really strong.
You know what I am? You call me Laffy Taffy nipples from now on. You just stretched my saltwater taffies.
Anyways,
You say
welcome to the podcast.
pervert. All right, here we are back in the studio. When the Kids Go to Sleep, WTKGTS. You can download it for free on iTunes. That's where a lot of content is stored. Music, movies, podcasts. That's where our podcast is. Please give it a rating and stuff so that our podcast goes to the top of the charts so that we're the winners. Tickle, 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 tickle. But no, for reals, you can download that podcast on iTunes. Link is below in the video description. Click on the show more button. It'll open up, and then there's a link you can click on. Clickable links. I think that's a great annotation.
Who are you right
Invention.
now?
I'm just whoever I want to be. I'm me. That's who I always encourage people to be. Be yourself.
Be me?
Don't care about what other people think. Be you. Say what you want to say, how you want to say it. It's you. You say it. Just be you. That's my advice to the world. Did you see Peter Gilroy's video on making fun of every inspirational, those dudes, like that Prince EA guy who I recommended in the last podcast? Exactly. Peter Gilroy at Nacho Punch, which is the old station. They stole our name. Nacho Punch. But listen, they've uploaded a lot of great content. They're making some funny stuff. Peter Gilroy, good homie of mine. Peter, shout out to the Gil of the Roy. Very talented, funny dude from Bath Boys Comedy. Made a parody, inspirational video. You got to watch it, Nacho Punch. I'm not being paid to say this. I'm just going to give Peter Gilroy a shout out because he's hilarious. Can I put my leg on you? Is that disrespectful?
I'm pulling your leg hair. I don't know.
We need to get different chairs. She's pulling my leg hairs. Okay. So we're doing questions today on the podcast. We're listening to you. We're just building. I'm going to take my leg off you. Amy's calling me.
That sounds really weird. Hi, guys.
Got a
So,
nipple pinching
are we
the
going
leg.
to do Twitter questions?
Yes.
What are we going to talk about?
But here's what I want
have
to
a
talk
plan?
about. We want to start producing the podcast more. We're going to start having segments. Which kid said it? Remember?
Oh, that was fun.
I forgot to give the other day props when we got the podcast back and going. Props to Alley Cat, who really kind of helped at the very first with the podcast, and Brett Lemick, the B to the I to the Brett intern. He produced the podcast a ton. He had those segments, which kid said it and stuff. I think people liked that. Like, we want to start doing that. I want to get the monitor up here because I would love to live stream this because I'd love for you guys to be able to watch it and have a conversation, because reading your Twitter questions is kind of like the only way that we can have, this conversation right now. But like, I would like to have it real time. So I could say something and people could be like, well, Shay, and I could be like, oh, because I feel like I hate when I read the comments later and people are like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I want an opportunity
can
to
correct
explain
you?
myself.
Oh, okay.
If somebody says, I think that what you're saying is this, like, no, this is what I mean by that. I guess.
To join
I
the
don't know.
conversation.
It's a more natural way to talk, right? Like, I say something, you think about what I say, and you'd be like, Shay, wait, yes, I agree, or no, I do not agree, and here are the reasons why, A, B, and C. You have an outline, you build a structure. There's like a big Roman numeral I, and then you go like the 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. You break it down according to your
Okay.
Do you remember how to build an outline?
Uh-huh.
That was an important part of my learning process. All right, we're doing Twitter questions here. We're reading your guys's, and then also we're going to get the WTKGTS Twitter back up. We'll be tweeting from there. Ron has the password. We need to get it from Ron. I am so excited to announce that we have a live studio audience. In studio, Mr.
So special.
Ezekiel Butler and Tim Deegan. Live studio audience right here.
Quit yawning. We're that boring? Come
We're
on.
going to Twitter questions on the When the Kids Go to Sleep podcast. Okay, ARJ, I like her. She's cool. ARJ Jules. Shaytard's backyard pool was my dream as a kid, and yay on new designs. TRIXIN. If I bug you guys about restocking hats, will it work? Dude, yes, we're trying to get hats. Here's the thing. Our hat builder is backed up.
Yeah.
Dude, they are sewing hats 24/7. We can't keep up. It's crazy. So the hats are coming.
Which is a good problem to have, I guess.
It's a dang good problem to have.
It is a good problem, but you want to make people happy at the same time.
Well,
like we don't want to.
That's why you got to pick them up right when we drop them, because, you know, they're like hotcakes sometimes. Okay, we had some good questions. Oh my God.
I just thought of cinnamon rolls when you said that. I think they're more like cinnamon
Dude,
rolls.
look, that's a screen cap from the Smosh video.
Oh my gosh.
People are starting to tweet them to me.
I did not even know. I have to go watch it right now. Okay, bye guys. I got to go watch it.
No, get back here. I look fat.
Honey, you're
Oh,
beautiful.
man.
Honey.
I look fat in that.
Stop. You're beautiful.
My entire Twitter timeline is filled up with pictures of me. Because you didn't told me this. Okay, no, we need to do Twitter questions. Where's your Twitter questions? You said you had a bunch.
Well, I can't.
I have a question. Moonlight Quirky Reject asks, I have a question. Had you always planned on having so many children, and do you think you'll have any more? I can't believe
talked about this
that we decided to have kids as fast as we decided to have kids, because we were only married for less than 2 weeks when we decided to have Gavin. Were we bored? Are we lame?
No, it just felt right. It felt like it was time to start our family. And I feel like that's what I always do, is you just go with the feeling.
My question is, because I think maybe some people could argue like, well, maybe that shows that we didn't have a very strong relationship, because why couldn't we just be together? Like, what? We should have went to Europe. We should have did some stuff. We didn't have any money.
Broke.
We had $0.
We were very broke. So we're like,
so what do you do instead? You have a baby.
Wait a second. That doesn't make sense.
But it worked out. Yeah, I remember throwing the birth control in the toilet. I remember flushing the pills
or something.
I remember sweeping off the toilet seat, like it was like cocaine powder. Like, principal's coming. Principal's coming.
Seriously,
Colette
don't do
did
drugs.
cocaine in high school.
I did not.
She did not.
Anyways, I did have birth control. And
we came home from the honeymoon.
Down the toilet with Shay.
We came home from the honeymoon. We were in our little apartment. What brought it on?
I don't know.
We just were talking, and we're like,
thought,
should we have a
start
kid?
family?
Because she'd been taking this birth control that she started.
Originally, I think that in our minds, we thought we were going to wait for like 2 years, finish school, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And we got
it just seemed
feeling.
exciting. And I was like, let's do it. And she's like, should we? I was like, let's do it. Mostly, I just wanted to do it. But anyways,
and then we did it.
So she went and she found the little packet. I think it was in your drawer in that tiny closet we had. Remember, it was our closet was separated from our bedroom. Our very first bedroom was this tiny room that basically could fit our bed and a dresser, and that's it. It was so tight.
Was there even a dresser in there?
You couldn't walk around the bed.
It was right next to like the heat. What was that called?
That was like the old time radiator heaters
that would like click and bang in the night.
It sounded like somebody was hitting it with chains. You know, that's like the stereotypical scary furnace. The pipes bang as they expand. They're
and
like, bang,
Shay would
bang.
actually have to go down to the basement and refill the boiler.
The boiler wouldn't work, and so there was no hot water in the entire building. I was trying to take a shower, so I went down to the boiler, and I'm just like twisting knobs. It's like a Volkswagen Bug size device that is It's like built.
That makes your hot
it was
water.
installed in 1969. You know what I mean? Like Henry Ford designed this thing. It's supposed to like warm the water.
1969?
It's this
Or
giant boiler.
1869?
I don't know. I'm making crap up here. You know, give me a break. I just started this podcast. No, so I had to go down and like fill the bucket up. I finally figured out how to make it work, and it got hot water to the whole building. And I was like the champion of the building.
But they like
People
put
are
you
like,
in
you
charge
got the
of it.
boiler working. So then the people who own the building, they contacted me and they said, we'll give you a discount on your rent if you'll go fix the boiler every morning.
Like he had to fill it up.
Yeah.
every morning.
And then I was like, yeah, that's a great idea because we're young and starving and we're gonna have a baby. So it would be great if I could get a discount on my rent. And then it was like, hey, I have to wake up at 6 a.m. every morning to go fill the stupid boiler. It sucked.
So
Dude, I wish I vlogged back then. I wish I had videos of me down in that old basement with that old rusty bucket, like so tired in my robe.
It's like
it was
straight from
scary
a horror movie or
because we
something.
watched Minority Report. Minority Report came out. We rented it
Which
at
isn't really a
Blockbuster
scary
Video,
movie.
which don't exist anymore because technology came into our lives. We went to the movie store. Remember those days? And you'd
Which
go rent
I don't
a movie.
agree with.
Redbox. Anyways, we watched
don't
Minority
agree with
Report. We were freaked out because it's kind of a scary movie about premeditated murder. I want to watch that movie again now that I know more about
I
technology.
wouldn't call it scary.
It was
I'm
like
thinking more like
intense.
The Ring scary.
Anyways, we had watched Minority Report, and that's the night that the things were banging, and we were freaked out. Segue back to our room that was tiny, the closet. We had to go across the hallway into this tiny closet where you kept your birth control in the top drawer. You got it out, and we popped all the pills out because they were like in individual things. We like pop into the toilet, and there's like 12 or 13
Yeah, why
pills.
that's so funny that we didn't just throw it away. Like it was dangerous.
I know. We're like, we got to get rid of this stuff.
We have to get rid
Yeah,
of it.
why
so
don't
we're
we just throw it in the
we're
garbage?
Not tempted again.
I just got to have my birth control.
So weird.
And so we had sex and had Gavin.
Oh, that romantic, right?
That's how you do it.
But yeah, it didn't take as long.
And we liked
I was
it.
pregnant.
We liked being parents. And so we did it again. What was the question? Did we plan on having that many kids? No. So what did you think, I guess? That was never, I always probably assumed I was going to have as many as my mom and dad did. And I think you thought that too. Because you've said early on, my mom had 5, I want to have 5.
I don't know. I was a little bit back and forth because I came from a family of 5, but then when my step family moved in,
You had 11.
there was a lot of us, and it just made family get-togethers so fun, and I thought, oh, I just want a lot of kids.
Well,
but
you
then
watch
I
our...
had my first one, and I was like, wow, this is really hard. Maybe I don't need a lot of kids. But
then you had 5.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we've done, though. We just kind of go with, like, I don't know. If we feel it, then we feel it. I have been told by many of my friends that are like, you know what, you'll know when you're done. You'll feel it and you'll be done.
So
and
are you done?
I don't feel that way.
So when are we going to have this baby?
I don't know. I don't know. Not right now.
Congratulations to the Schmoyers
Obviously,
are having
we're
twins.
podcasting right now. Oh, yes. What?
6. They're going to have more kids
No,
than us.
wait.
How can
They're
we
having
be
twins?
How can we be YouTube's original family if there's another vlogging family that has more kids than us?
Hold on.
We have to keep up.
They're having twins?
Yes, she's having twins. I told you that.
No, you told me they were having another baby. But
Right,
you didn't say
and they
were
just
having
found out they're having twins because they had 4 kids and they're gonna have a 5th
I
baby.
knew they were gonna have
But guess
another
what?
baby.
There's 2 babies in a placenta.
I'm really sorry.
Congratulations. Yeah, that
Just
sucks.
kidding.
That's gonna be hard.
No, that's really
That's gonna be really
exciting.
hard.
And that would be really hard.
2 twins would be tough because there's already nightly feedings.
Twins at the end.
At the
Well,
after.
I
No,
guess
because
maybe
we're
that's
gonna put
okay,
those
'cause
kids
the older
to work.
ones will maybe
they can
help.
help.
I don't know. Good luck, you guys. We will be praying for you.
Listen, that's a
and
full-time job. That's
sending
2
you-
full-time jobs.
Ooh, I can't wait till I know if they're boys or girls and I can send them the cutest.
We ain't sending them crap.
What?
Just kidding. We'll send them a present. Have we sent Phil and Lindsay a wedding present? You're dropping the ball on that. That's your job.
What? Excuse me?
Phil, Lindsay, Colette said, I have a great idea. I know what I'm going to get them. Have you gotten your present yet?
No, you had the idea.
Let's do it right now. Here's the present. Here's the present. Phil DeFranco, Linz DeFranco, B-Girl 5, Maui, on us whenever you want. You know what I'm talking about. Kamalu Nalu, the Grandmaster Champion, the GMC. We're going to go back.
Round
we have
2.
money now. We're going to get a nice room. We're going to get the nicest room at this place that we
get
stayed.
a nicer hotel.
Phil and Lindsay, it's like, look at this one. This one's like $250,000. You might want to keep a hold of that one. This is like an IOU. You call
I
it.
want to hold on
You
one.
tell us when you have a free time, and the Butlers and DeFrancos will go to Maui, and we'll pay for it all and the travel and everything. That's your wedding
It'd be
present
so
from
fun.
us.
Let's do it. Come on, guys.
I just gave him a wedding present. I just got things done. I'm going to check that off my list. Hold on.
Well, I guess I'll throw away that gift card.
Is that a good wedding present? If we actually fulfill it, that'll be a good wedding present.
Yeah,
That's a problem.
If we can schedule a time when neither one of us are as busy as we are right now.
I say we go after VidCon.
But let's do it. That would be fun.
I say we go after VidCon. That'd be great.
I don't really want to take all the kids.
Oh, yeah. Let's not take the kids. Let's do a no kids.
No, I love
thing.
the kids. Just the
Not
little
that
ones
much.
are challenging.
But they would love it, man. Brock and Daxton, getting seashells on the seashore, 7 times seashells. Say that 7 times fast. I did it.
Wait, I want to go back.
Back it up.
3 steps.
3 steps.
Blockbuster. I don't like not have. Wait.
You want to go.
I don't like.
There's classic movies, but you can get them online.
But I don't. I like to see the list. I feel like I can't search appropriately on Netflix for what I want. I want okay, movies from the 80s. Family movies from the 80s. I want a section like that where I can just look at all of those.
Pretty sure they have that on the internet.
On Netflix.
But I know what you mean. It's fun to go in a video store and look at all the covers and
Yeah.
Look, and you look at the back of the cover
Because then you see one that you're like,
that was fun.
I forgot how much I love that movie.
And our kids won't know what that's like. They won't know what it's like to go in a Blockbuster video or a Hollywood video and on a Friday night and you see all your friends, everybody's there renting a video and all the new releases are gone. There's 18 rows of Terminator 6 and they're all gone and you can't rent them. That's why digital files are a lot better because there's more of them. You can always get it on the internet.
Just for the aspect of searching for something that you want. I don't like the way that the Netflix is not searchable, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
I think people would disagree with you.
Anyways,
I don't think you spend enough time on Netflix.
Let's go. What?
You don't. You're busy.
I do on the TV.
But you don't do some people do Netflix. There are some people that are on Netflix all night for 3 or 4 nights in a row.
Those people need to do something else with their life.
They need to watch Shaytard videos.
But
They're wasting their time on Netflix.
Yeah, watch Shaytard videos.
Okay, so the new question.
Oh, yeah. Question.
Touch on positivity. How does the entire family stay so positive? Because we just so damn blessed, I guess. It's easy.
We don't.
Here's the thing,
We're miserable, guys.
Here's the thing.
Here's the truth.
If you choose, it's so cliche. It is, but it's the answer. If you just choose happiness, if you just choose to be positive, if you just choose that no matter what crappy situation you have to deal with, we have to deal with, I think people see us like they're perfect, they're always happy. We have stuff we have to deal with, but we choose to deal with it in a different way. How do you think that we don't have to go through crap? There's crap and scenarios that we suffer with, but we just choose to react to those things differently. And ultimately, it helps you succeed. A lot of people think, well, I'll be happy when I have money and success. You won't have those things until you're happy. Yeah, once you're happy.
Even if you got those things, you would never be happy.
They don't bring happiness. But
if you look at life that way.
Yeah, and it's hard. I realize there's days that you wake up and you feel like a mountain is on top of you. You feel so discouraged. And for some people, there do seem to be more unfortunate events. Sometimes there are people that just get the short end of the stick. And if you're one of those people, you have to know you're not a new person that got the short end of the stick. There's been a lot of people that get a pretty short end of the stick and probably worse than you. So you just have to keep that perspective. Even though the situation sucks, you broke your leg, you got cancer, your mom died, your dog died. Everybody deals with that stuff. We will all eventually deal with that stuff. If we haven't yet, we will. My mom's going to die. Your mom's going to die. It's going to happen. And it's how are you going to react to that? How are you going to live your life? How are you going to let that affect you? And you have to make those choices now sometimes. Because when you're in the situation, it's harder to make those choices because you're affected by your emotions. You're pissed, you're sad, you're overwhelmed, you're whatever. But if you remind yourself in those happy moments, I got to keep this. I got to work on this and remember this perspective. Remember this way of looking at the world. When you have those moments when you're staring at the stars and you're like, oh yeah, we're tiny. It doesn't matter. All this pettiness, blah, stop. Oh yeah. out there. That's what matters. Those moments, she's like, this is it. This is truth. This is where I want to be. Enjoying this moment. Wrap yourself in the moment that you're currently in, and that's the secret to happiness. And if you just remind yourself and talk to yourself, and like the little mantras and sayings help. I trained myself to perk my ears up when I heard things that sounded like cliches. A lot of people are like, blech, work hard, never quit, never give up. I think I can, the little choo-choo. It's like, a lot of people are like, that's bullcrap. But that's the gold. That's the drugs. Those are the special things that you want to take.
Silver lining, not the drugs.
Whatever.
Don't do drugs. That'll help. If you do
I'm trying to
drugs,
relate to the kids
stop
of this
doing
generation.
drugs. Do you guys do drugs? Don't.
Yes, some of them do. Of course they do.
Don't do it. Just stop. That's not helping.
Choose happiness instead of drugs. Because that's the thing. That's what we're searching for, right? Like as humans, we're trying to get rid of the pain. And a lot of times it's easy to get rid of the pain with a pill or with alcohol or whatever. And so, we're all part of that. Like, it's like, how do we overcome the medicine and be able to do it just with our minds? I think that is one of the ultimate challenges of life, is to be able to be happy in this situation without these, tools or drugs or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's a road. There's Ezekiel. Hey.
I think not settling too. Look, what do you want in life? Do you want a happy family? Then you need to be a happy person. Like, just go after what you want.
Sometimes for me, that's
settle.
one of the best ways to motivate myself. Because I know a lot of people ask, how do you get motivation? How do you motivate yourself? To me, I just say, like, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be known as? Like, I look at the end of my life and it's like, I want to be I want to be these things. And it's like, if I'm going to be these things, I have to stop being these things. I have to stop doing these things. So it's, it's day by day, step by step.
I don't know.
Little by little, you'll get better. You'll get better every day if you don't give up and you keep trying. You get better. I could write songs.
You are writing songs. You're doing it.
If I could play an instrument and sing, I could write songs.
Well, do it, honey.
Are we done? How long is that?
5 minutes.
We got 5 minutes. Okay, so let's do one more question. Sixth kid? Question mark. I think you didn't.
We just talked about that.
No, you didn't give an answer.
Yes, I'm gonna have another kid
When?
eventually.
6 months?
Well, Carly's
a year?
trying to tell me to do it right now.
5 years, babe.
Rude.
I don't want another kid right now. Are you kidding me?
I don't. That's what I just said. I don't want another kid right now.
Stressing me out.
Why are you stressed out?
Because I feel like you're gonna want me to get you pregnant pretty soon.
He wants to get me pregnant.
What does Carly think she's gonna get pregnant?
Let me
What
just
did you
say
just
this
say?
one thing. Carly keeps talking me into, like, let's have a baby together. Anyways.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, not now, obviously.
Who's Carly planning on getting her to knock her up?
She told me, she's like, I want a baby whether I'm married or not.
She wants to have a lot of kids.
Baby. She's such a good mom, you guys. And my kids, out of all the cousins and aunts and people that, watch our kids, they love Carly.
Yeah, she's a
I feel
cool
like
aunt.
she's just so much fun, and she loves them with all her heart. And I'm gonna cry about it. What's my problem? I'm not pregnant.
Mahilini Purcell, MP Purcell, says, what is your favorite movie and TV show? We were just talking about Westerns because we want to shoot a Western thing up. I highly recommend
We want to shoot a Western thing
Lonesome Dove.
What is
up here.
that?
We're going to shoot a Western.
The way you said it, we want to shoot a Western thing up. Like you're going to shoot it up?
I want to shoot it up. Lonesome Dove, not the miniseries, the movie with Robert Duvall.
I can't think of her name.
No, but what's the guy who plays? He's in Men in Black. Not.
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones is in it.
Will Smith?
Not Will Smith. Tommy Lee Jones, Robert Duvall, Lonesome Dove the movie. It's a classic. One of my Braveheart, I think, is ultimately my favorite movie. But then Lonesome Dove, I want to have a movie night and watch that.
I love Far and Away.
We do not watch a lot of TV. We are not on the TV.
I love movies.
We don't watch.
Movies are fun.
We don't watch Netflix.
I like movies because I feel like movies take me out of the stress of the things that I'm doing right now. And sometimes TV shows just add stress. Like those CSI movies, and like they get me more stressed. So I like movies.
And you don't want to be more stressed. And if I said anything, it's that.
Except for comedies. I like Modern Family.
But isn't that a given?
Well,
People like comedy.
yeah, it's fun.
You ever meet somebody like 3 things I don't like?
Comedy.
Laughing, good food, and sunsets.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Barf.
All right, thanks for joining us. Be sure to download it on iTunes. Thumbs this up. Leave us questions. We need to get a pool where we can have all the good questions aggregated so that we can hit those questions. Because I feel like sometimes we bounce around a lot. So hit us up on the Twitter. We're gonna get the password for that back.
Yeah.
So we'll be interacting on the WTKGDS Twitter, and then we can find your questions there. Because we want to interact with you guys. And then we're gonna try to get a live feed so that we can see the tweets coming in real time, and that we can actually have a conversation with you instead of us just rambling off ideas. Tickle.
Okay.
Okay, tell them bye, babe. It's your show.
Bye. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time.
When
on
the
WTKGDS.
A year and a half, 2 years. We could adopt.
You know what? Maybe I'm done.
kids go
I'm
to
done.
Let's adopt.
No, I think we're done.
Let's adopt older kids that aren't in diapers.
When the kids go to sleep.